morning, Suzanne Lambert here on a snowy Wednesday morning with your inspirational card reading for all you budding writers. Thank you very much for all the wonderful comments I've had so far, and a few people have actually requested to know a little bit more about me and my journey, so I'll be doing that on Friday. The great thing is, when I have told people about my humble beginnings to published author, they've said it inspired them to do it. And that's what this is all about. Apart from the helpful, handy hints and tips, more than anything, I want to encourage you, because if I can do it, believe me, so can you. If you have that burn inside you to write, I think, to me, that makes you a writer, because that's the way I feel. Whether I got published or not, I would have written my book, because it would have hurt not to do so. So if you feel the same, maybe I can help you get started. So here we go. We'll have our inspirational card for today, and we'll shuffle the pack and we'll see what comes out. See what's jumping out. Oh, what have we got here? Right. Two have jumped out here, so I don't like to not read them if they've jumped out, so I'll quickly go through them both. First one. Take one small step, you just never know. Maybe it leads where you want to go. Now, actions create results, and this is something I found out very early on. I did everything I could to find out what I needed to know. It's never been easier. Mr. Google, I'm always on there researching, finding out who to speak to. I used to, in the early days, I got onto lots of online writing groups. They had massive help for me. They really did help. But what I decided to do was, one Monday morning I got up and I thought, right, I'm going to do one small thing every day. And that created a lot of activity, even if it was just sending an email, asking somebody, do you know the answer to this? Or sending a query off, or writing a short story and sending it off, entering a competition. I did lots of things that week, and by the end of the week, I really had some really good contacts that I wouldn't have had I not done that one small thing every day. So decide, what is it you're going to do today? And each day doesn't have to be huge, but just one small thing every day. You'd be amazed. One small thing might be just what leads you to where you want to be. Now, let me have a look. Create your favourite place to be. Unlock the thoughts within. The inspiration flowing. Let the stories now begin. Now, we talked about inspiration and creativity yesterday, how to get your creative juices flowing. Well, I'll tell you what I did. I came into my office one day and I saw a competition for a retreat in a log cabin. Oh, couldn't think of anything more wonderful. If I was in this log cabin, my words would flow naturally. So I entered the competition and I didn't win. So I looked around my dining room and I popped next door to himself, and we have this wonderful way of communicating. I talk and he pretends to listen. Works well. So I said to him, oh, I've had a great idea to make my writing really flow. All right, he said. I said, can I have a log burner? The answer was no. So I came back in, sat down, and I thought, right, what else can I do? Oh, better idea. I went next door, disturbed him again from watching the television. I said, would you take me out to buy some logs? I am not buying you a log burner, he said. He didn't say it quite so politely, but we'll pass by that for a moment. Anyway, I came back in. So you know what I did? I was going to have my log cabin. So I bought a grate, filled it with logs, put fairy lights on, put candles on the wall, waited until it was late afternoon, it was getting dark, switched the lights on. honestly, my room looked absolutely beautiful, and I had my very own log cabin. Now, if it's a beach that does it for you, I don't suggest you pour a ton of sand into your lounge or buy heat lamps. But you know, as we talked about yesterday, if you really need to get creative, and I need a working space that really makes me feel, this is just lovely to be here. I really do need that. You can't always have it. Sometimes I'm working on the go, but when I can, I come into my, what I call my little retreat, and I start to work with my candles and fairy lights. Now, the other thing you can do, as we talked about yesterday, is headphones on. What sort of music inspires you? So that's 2 days running we've talked about creativity, but it is very important, if you want to get those creative juices flowing, is to get yourself in the mood. Now, I hope that's helped you. Once more, go for it, pick up that pen, open the laptop, crank up the computer, whatever it is, but you go do it. And I will be there all along the way to help and support you. I have tons more hints and tips for you, and we'll have another one tomorrow. And on Friday, I shall sit down and send out a video telling a little bit of my story, which I hope will help and inspire you and encourage you even more. Lovely to see you all again today, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye bye for now.